Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Battleground 2014 predictions video. I, of course, am your host, Caleb Johnston, and tonight discuss all the action that's good, what we're going to be looking forward to Sunday and what it might be, breaking down it all match by match and whatnot. Of course, joining me here, first of all, I'm joined here by Cameron. Cameron, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm here with Kyle. Kyle, how you doing?
I'm doing just swell.
You paused there before you answered, babe. What's up?
It's Battleground. I don't trust this pay-per-view.
What? Despite so awesome cards aren't to be trusted.
Yes, exactly.
Alrighty, and then of course there's James. James, how are you doing?
I better be paid overtime for this shit.
Oh,
first off,
because
first off,
I had to
to
to your $0 paycheck.
first off, I had to record with you, and now I've got to deal with these two other pains in the asses.
You know what? I'll give you a pin in the ass.
Kyle,
sit down, shut up,
Kyle,
and do your damn job.
Kyle, I've dealt with your ass in the past on that other, I forget the name of it, but like now I have to deal with you again. I thought
You know
that
what? You
we
get rid of me.
parted ways for good. Now
All
we're
right.
back-
Anyway, nonetheless, before we just start randomly bickering about stupid shit, basically, first of all, if anyone deserves to be paid overtime, it's me for being on every single video on this fucking channel and doing 7 videos. And second, let's get into Battleground. Now, first up, we have the first matchup. That is the pre-show match, which no one should care about, and that is Naomi versus Cameron.
Not me, people. Not me. The really, really bad version of me.
Yeah, the really bad version of you that's a female.
Yeah.
So Cameron, Cameron, no relation. Why don't you go first, and why don't you give your thoughts on this pre-show match?
It's one person that has potential versus someone who should be released. What more do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. I get what you mean. And who do you? And since there's not really much to say, who do you think's gonna win this match?
Cameron.
Okay. And then Kyle. So Kyle, why don't you? This is probably the hardest match to talk about because there's nothing to talk about. Kyle, why don't you give your thoughts on this match and who you think is gonna win?
You know, the only thing keeping me from bitching about this match is it had to happen to get Naomi away from that. I don't know what that is. The thing.
Or do you mean to get Cameron away from that thing that is known as Naomi? Because we all know Cameron is the one that has potential.
What are you doing?
So yeah,
people,
Naomi
you see
wins.
what I have to deal with.
Here, Naomi wins. Cameron continues her tag team with her favorite wrestler of all time. And yeah.
Oh yeah. So you said Naomi wins?
Si, senor.
Of course, yeah. So, anyway, then going after James. James, why don't you discuss this match and give you a little insight onto who you think's gonna win?
Man, you guys need to be more pumped about this. I mean, like, this match is 2.5 years in the making. I mean, when Naomi and Cameron debuted alongside Brodus Clay, I mean, the thought was in the back of everyone's mind. It's like, at some point, these two will have to clash, and they're finally clashing, and you guys are not showing any enthusiasm. Like, come on. Like I said, 2.5 years in the making.
Well, it might be a good match, but it won't be any Alicia Fox versus
It
Melina.
might be a good match. Oh my god.
I mean, really, the match needed to happen at some point. It was obvious it was going to. And I am going to choose Naomi to win this one.
Yeah, it's just the thing with this match is this match is gonna be fucking dog shit. I guarantee you, it'll probably be the worst match of the night. None of us are gonna remember this match the next day or 5 minutes later. But I mean, yeah, it had to happen. And you know what? I think Naomi will win, and she'll go on to bigger and brighter things because she has so much fucking potential. And maybe they just send Cameron to NXT. So then, with the pre-show match between Cameron and Naomi, one of us said Cameron, which was Cameron.
Cameron and
The other
Sasha
three of
Banks
us
can
said
form a tag
Naomi.
team. There you go.
And then, moving on from one match to another, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first matchup we were talking about, which is the match I might be most excited for. I'm really looking forward to this match. That is Jack Swagger versus Rusev reenacting Rocky IV, but I guarantee you'll have a different ending. Now, the rivalry going into this match has been fantastic. We've gotten Swagger over as fuck with the crowd. We've gotten Rusev and Lana hated by the fucking crowd. We have face versus heel. This is not, they're kind of silent for Swagger and a couple guys are cheering, a couple guys are booing. And we're not getting like, a lot of cheers for Rusev. This is face versus fucking heel. It's been physical. It's been an intense rivalry. And it's going to come to a proverbial head at Battleground. It could possibly go further than that, which I'm hoping. But they're finally going to have a match. And Rusev's intensity has been off the charts. Rusev has been putting on great matches against, two great pay-per-view matches in a row with Big E, especially at Money in the Bank. And then Swagger is getting that vicious side out of him. And I think that these two are going to have a hell of a fucking match on Sunday. And I'm going to go ahead and say I think Rusev needs to get the win. So I think Rusev will get the win with the Kama Clutch. And just like I said, I think it's going to be a great match. I don't think it'll be match of the night, but I think it could be up there, which is being an awesome match that's telling an awesome story. So then, Cameron, why don't you take the reins? Just right off, I'm going to get off the horse, and you can just get right on the horse. The saddle's on there. You can talk about this match and the storyline. Who do you think's going to win?
Okay, here's how it's going to play out. Jack Swagger is going to have the upper hand in the match. It's all going to look like he's going to win. And then all of a sudden, Lana flashes Jack Swagger. He looks at her boobies, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then Rusev, out of nowhere, kicks Swagger in the face and gets the W.
I don't know if the match will end exactly like that, but I mean, hey, I guess Lana doing something like that does sound fucking amazing. So there you go. And then going on to Kyle. Kyle, the reins, you have knocked Cameron off the horse. You've beaten him half to death. You have the reins now. You get up on that saddle, Kyle, and you talk about this match.
Well, we all knew this match was going to happen eventually. I mean, after what Rusev did to Apollo in Las Vegas, we knew it was going to happen. We knew Swagger was going to travel to Russia and have to fight the Russian. It's going to be a good match, great feud. I'm going to Swagger.
You think Swagger's going to win?
I think he will. I think Rocky's going to win this.
Jack Swagger's Italian? Anyway. Kyle, I'm taking the reins back from you. You don't get them back. I'll slap you in the face with them.
Since this is a channel for everything, given this reference, we should do a Rocky movie review soon.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm just going to throw the reins to James. James, why don't you talk about this match?
I'm enjoying the build so far. I'm liking how... Okay, first off, this is Swagger's first foray into being a face. To my knowledge, it is.
Yes.
And it's been doing really well so far. I mean, like the night he turned face, we heard "Let's Go Swagger" chants. I've never heard those in my life. And Zeb and Lana have just been delivering amazing promos between each other. And I am pretty psyched for this match. And I'm gonna go down a different route and say Swagger wins by DQ.
Okay.
Yep.
I gotcha. Okay, so basically with Rusev and Swagger, we all agree it's a fucking awesome rivalry. And basically we've got me and Cameron think Rusev wins by weird fashions. And then Kyle thinks Swagger's going to win, and James thinks Swagger wins by DQ, which still keeps Rusev undefeated.
Yes.
So then we
go Italian Stallion.
That doesn't make any sense. Never mind.
Italian Stallion?
The Italian Stallion. Have you ever watched that softcore porn movie Rocky did called The Italian Stallion that Rocky's actually based off of?
Yeah.
Exactly. Then next up we have the Usos versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, the Wyatt family, in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, this rivalry has been great. They've been putting on consistently awesome matches and been facing each other almost every single week, and they just haven't had a bad match. And of course, 2 out of 3 falls means these guys are probably going to get maybe 20 minutes, and it could just overall be a great match. And I am fucking pumped for this. So, Cameron, I'm going to let you start off. What do you think about Usos versus Wyatt's 2 out of 3 falls? Who do you think walks away with them copper titles?
I say Gold Dust and Stardust come in and they interfere in the match, and they get the W, and they leave with the titles.
That doesn't make any
Hashtag
sense.
Russo swerve.
That makes literally no sense, Cameron. You couldn't have said it worse.
Wait. Since it is Uso Swerve and it involves Stardust and Goldust, he booked it 15 years ago. He wrote it 15 years ago. Remember that.
I will.
No, but seriously, if I had to choose someone, I'm going with the Usos.
I see. And do you think they're going to get 2 falls in a row? How do you think it's going to work?
Yeah, just 2 falls in a row.
I gotcha.
Hashtag Russo Swerve.
So, Kyle, what do you think is going to go down in this shit? Who do you think walks away with the cover titles?
I think the good old country boys are going to beat the crap out of them Mexicans. I mean, Samoans. They're going to walk away with the copper belt.
They look more black than anything. What are you talking
True,
about?
I have a feeling that looks exactly like them.
Fine. Those good old country boys are going to beat the crap out of them black people. Going to do some things to them. Going to walk away with the belts. Going to do some other things to them. Going to take it back to camp. And the Wilds walk away with championships.
Alrighty. And then, James, why don't you talk a bit about this match and who do you think's walking away with the cover titles?
Well, they had an incredible match at Money in the Bank, and the fact that it was 2 out of 3 falls just makes it that much more awesome. I just hope that they don't do like a bullshit like, within like the first 2 minutes, someone gets the fall and then that shortens the match. I'm hoping that doesn't go down that route, but I don't think it will. But I am going to say that the Usos will retain, and it goes 2-1.
I see.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then with me, of course, I think this match is going to be awesome. I think it has serious potential to be a match of the night. There are a couple that could be. And at the end of the day, I do think that the Wyatts are going to walk away with it. I think the Wyatts are going to get the first fall, then the Usos, and the Wyatts again. Because I think it's the Wyatts' time. I think that's the whole reason of this match, is to put the titles on them, which they've been building to for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to it. And so, of course, Cameron and James said the Usos, and me and Kyle said the Wyatts.
Wait, James picked the Usos? I choose the Wyatts now. I don't like Canadians. Go away. You're smelly.
That is so racist.
Cameron, I could say something else, but we might get banned from YouTube if I make a comment.
Yeah, you better not. Yeah, you better fear me.
I don't fear you. I just
Cameron,
fear
you're hold up, James. Cameron, you're one word away from being carried away with those country boys.
Anyway, fuck. So, Butterfly Divas title, AJ Lee versus Paige, the queens who slay. At Battleground, they'll slay each other. Like dragons?
Caleb.
Shit, shut the fuck up, James, let me finish.
Shut up.
You should, okay, so you want the host who's running this to shut up. Okay, that
the fact that you're telling Queen and Slay and all this other stuff.
James, I understand that in Canada, sarcasm is not in the dictionary, and you don't understand sarcasm, but I was being sarcastic.
Are you sure, Caleb?
You
yes.
Shut up, Jamie. Jamie, I stand for these people. They're going to slay this Sunday. I love them both. They're queens, okay? Just shut up and stop talking bad about them.
Are we gonna? Okay, so AJ Lee versus Paige. These two are 1-1 so far, and I am pretty excited to see them have an actual match that might last more than 20 seconds. Because we saw that Paige has some potential. From her match with Naomi. AJ is a pretty good performer. I'm a big fan of AJ. I think she's great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what these two can do in the ring together with enough time for that damn Divas title. And at the end of the day, I think that AJ is going to get the W with the Black Widow, I think that it's going to be non-roll up. That's just how it's going to end. And then Paige is going to get really pissed off. Did I just say Paige?
Yeah.
Paige is going to get really pissed off and attack AJ. And after the match is over, I just think that's how it's going to go. So AJ retains, and she lights it up.
Let's light it up.
Light it. So Cameron, my smoke amigo, why don't you Talk about this match.
Well, first off, I just want to say I'm going to make a bold prediction. This is going to be match of the night.
That's a bold prediction.
Very bold,
Ooh.
but I have faith in this match. And
I think you pronounced bull wrong.
Ball?
Bull.
no.
Let
As
the
in
man
bull
finish his
shit.
sentence, Kyle.
Thank you, Caleb. Thank you. See, this is why we're a duo. Like I was saying.
Black Man and Robin.
Yes. This is going to be a bold prediction. This is going to be match of the night. I'm choosing AJ to win. And like you said, Paige is going to get really mad and attack AJ.
Do you think Jerry Lawler's gonna run into the ring and grab their asses and
Yeah.
like say, "Oh my God, get off of her"?
Yeah, that should happen.
All right, so Kyle, we slip off the lingerie and give the lingerie to you to wear. So why don't you tell us all about it?
I feel sexy. Well, you see, since I stand for both these people and they slay, I say there's gonna be a swerve. They refuse to wrestle because they're best friends. They will form a tag team, and I'm shipping them. They'll be PJ, and they'll form a team, and they'll own the division and own the entire world.
Well, did you just say who would win?
I said they refuse to fight because they're best
If
friends.
you hear,
So it's a no
if you hear the
contest.
sound of crickets and you're listening to this in the day, don't look outside.
Because there might be a cricket apocalypse coming for you. So Kyle, but no bullshit and gimmicks and kayfabe. Who do you think's gonna win?
AJ, because that
I-
sweet ass is gonna win.
Oh, that sweet ass.
Mm.
Oh, that lordy, that ass. Speaking of nice asses, James, why don't you tell us?
What kind of segue is that?
You
Are you
know what,
trying
guys.
Are you trying to apply something?
I want you to wear small jean shorts, James.
I could barely fit into the jeans I have now.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Just ask the question already.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna win?
Well, first off, I have a slight feeling that their series of matches, if they are going to have like a huge series, I'm thinking that the running gag is that they have matches that last under 3 minutes, just like every match, like like beginning back at the night after Mania, and then last month, and then at Battleground, and then at SummerSlam, and then Night of Champions, just a running gag of just very, very short matches. But
James, that's
No.
the deepest division in general.
yeah. But okay, in all seriousness, though, I say AJ retains, and Paige snaps on her on Raw the next night.
I see. Alright, so we all said AJ retains.
Yes.
Alrighty, now we go to the next match on here, and that is Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, the Money in the Bank winner, Seth Rollins, of course, and then his former chum, Dean Ambrose, who likes to buzzsaw his face. So this matchup, I think this is going to be a very physical match. I think Ambrose is going to put the proverbial whooping on Seth Rollins. And I think Seth Rollins is going to use some of his high-flying maneuvers to really get the edge. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm saying. What the fuck am I even talking about? Nonetheless, I think this is going to be a fucking awesome match. Cameron, I'm going to let you go first. What do you think about this match? Who do you think is going to win?
I think that Dean Pillman is going to win this match.
Is he going to use a gun?
Maybe. Maybe.
That sounds good to me. Now, Kyle, why don't you talk about the psychology of this match and who you think's going to win?
The psychology is very simple. Most fangirls will lose their ovaries on Sunday. That's the psychology going into it. And the psychology coming out of it is very many trips to the emergency room.
I see.
But the winner of this match, you see here, I'm gonna go with Ambrose wins here, and that sets up for Money in the Bank briefcase match, which I hate having those matches. They always happen. with the briefcase on the line between Rollins and Ambrose at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sounds pretty good to me. So then I am going to take the straitjacket and I'm going to grab James. I'm going to hold him down. I'm going to sedate him. I'm going to put the straitjacket on him. I'm going to put him in a padded cell with drawings of unicorns on the walls. And then James, I'm going to come in there. I'm going to get my clipboard and I'm going to ask you, what do you think is going to go down between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins?
First off, Caleb, you touch me, I break your finger. And second of all,
Ooh,
you know what? I'm gonna go with Rollins.
very good pick. See, the thing with this match is, I think that this match is going to be great. These two have chemistry as teammates, and just working together. The rivalry has been awesome. I cannot wait to see these two I want to see them get their hands on each other. It's going to be fucking badass. I'm looking forward to it. At the end of the day, I think Rollins.
You say badass. A lot of people who just hear that one line is gonna think something else.
So basically, Kyle and Cameron said Ambrose, and me and James said Rollins.
Oh, no. You said you're going to get some gay kind of sex going between Rollins and Ambrose.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There is. There is. It's called fan fiction.
Yeah. Cameron, tell me about what the Witch Boy wants.
The Witch Boy. Yeah, we're going to save that for the comics podcast. How about that?
We'll save weird Clarion fan fiction for the comics podcast.
Yeah.
So next up we have the 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal to name the vacant Intercontinental Champion with Bad News Barrett presenting the title. Everyone knows
700th Battle Royal this year.
Good. I'm not complaining. Battle Royals are like the best type of match in wrestling. They're badass. I love them. Got a huge boner for them. This is the fourth one since WrestleMania. I love it so much. And there's so many guys who have potential, and there are guys like Diego who is not going to win. But first off, there are just so many true options, and I think it comes down, for me personally, with this match, I think it comes down to three guys. I think it comes down to Miz, who is the Hollywood whore passed out on the floor. Can't take it no more. I'm sorry, but the party's over. Talk of the town. Okay, I'm going to stop quoting Papa Roach lyrics. Bo Dallas, because if you Bo leave, he can become Intercontinental Champion. He can overcome these 19 other men on Sunday. And then Cesaro, who I think is a pretty... I think he's the favorite, but then there's something about... I think Kofi might fuck him over. I think Kofi or Big E could fuck him over. So if my final prediction for who wins the Intercontinental title on Sunday is Bo Dallas. I think Bo Dallas is going to toss Sheamus over the top rope last, I guess, or something. And I think Bo Dallas is going to be the new Intercontinental Champion. So Cameron, my fellow Bo-leaver, why don't you tell us who you think is going to win on Sunday?
Before I say this, isn't Great Khali in the Battle Royal?
Yes.
Okay. Bo Dallas. It will come down to an epic stare down between Bo Dallas and the Great Khali. The two greatest superstars of this generation. It will come down to blows. Bo will get one, then Khali will get one. And then at the end of the day, an event that is bigger than Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant, Bo Dallas will leave, and he will toss the Great Khali over to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes. I couldn't have said it better myself, Cameron. Now, Kyle, why don't you get out from under the ring and toss Cameron over the top rope and grab the microphone and cut a promo about who you think is going to win this match?
Okay. My theory is this. Bo Dallas wins the Battle Royal. Barrett comes out. Barrett tells him, I believe I have some bad news for you. Elbows him in the face. Barrett walks out champion. Massive swerve.
That's stupid.
Where did you shut up my ideas?
Because they're stupid.
You're the one who wants Ambrose and Rollins to have sex.
No, I don't. Why are you guys thinking I want Ambrose and Rollins to have sex?
Because you want them to finally get their hands on each other.
Fuck you.
That,
So
that's, your mind goes straight to fuck.
Motherfucker. Because I'm Deborah Morgan. Get over it.
Ah.
So, Kyle, who do you think's winning the belt?
I said my pick. What else wins the Battle Royal?
Oh,
Barrett
so you
walks
do
out
think...
champion.
Okay, so you think Barrett will somehow become champion?
Well, he will keep the championship.
He doesn't
Massive
have the
scenario.
championship.
It's a massive. It's a work. Okay, it's a work. He's gonna come out. Tell Bo Dallas, I believe I have some bad news for you. Give him the bull hammer elbow, pin him, retain the belt.
I see. Okay, well, nonetheless, whatever the fuck that prediction even was, then what I'm going to do next is, see, James is going to think he's so close, he's going to eliminate the Big Show. He's got him over the top rope. Next thing I come behind, I kick James right in the balls! And then I toss him and Big Show over the top rope to win the Battle Royal, and I become Intercontinental Champion, but then I cut a promo about when... What?
You're segueing into yourself.
I don't understand what happened.
You just segued into yourself.
I segued into myself, and I've already made my prediction. James, fuck.
Anyways, I'm just gonna
Just say words.
All right, I know this probably won't happen, but I think Sheamus said on either Raw or Main Event or somewhere saying like, "Yeah, I'm gonna win that IC title, and then I'm gonna unify that one and the US title," which I pray to God does not happen. But my number one pick to win this is Cesaro, because he's been flatlining a little bit. And I'm not saying that the IC title will save him, because look what it's done to the past, 6 champions?
Yeah.
But I want to say it'll stabilize him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am going to go with Cesaro. And my number 2 pick would be Bo Dallas, but my number 1 is Cesaro.
Nothing stabilizes is to girl. Wait a second. Nothing stabilizes a superstar like the IC Championship.
Anyway,
it gives them something to do until
motherfuckers. I swear, I will cut your fucking.
I'm just saying.
Stop interrupting Robin. Okay, stop it. Robin, speak.
I'm the boy wonder. Goddammit.
At least I didn't segue into my face.
I'll segue into your cop. Wait, that didn't sound right.
Now you're
Let
just
me
making
rethink that for a
yourself
second.
worse.
Your mom segues.
Can we move on?
Anyway, come on.
I want to.
Anyway, so me and Cameron said Bo Dallas, James said Cesaro, and I think Kyle said Bo Dallas but acted weird and said Barrett or some stupid shit.
Bo Dallas wins the Battle Royal.
Oh my God, Kyle, you don't need to
retains
hear
the
it again.
It's happening. When it happens, y'all will be tweet me saying, "I was so right."
I don't tweet anybody anything, because I don't tweet. I just get random followers because I follow Jessica Negri.
By the way, you can follow me at ReadyK13 if you like.
And we're not plugging our Twitters. I'm not plugging my Twitter. Fuck that shit.
You can follow me at Jamie Lee Mack.
No, shut up. No, and you can
follow both of those guys. How about that?
You can follow
Some people
Trueblood
enjoy my tweets about the weather, Cameron.
That's why they had 0 retweets and favorites.
For El Generico tweets, follow me at ReadyK13.
Follow at fuck, because I'm sure the person who owns that handle is pretty clever. I want to work an Ojoy sex toy plug into here.
Can we just move on?
Well, that's what I've been trying to do, James. So next up, we've got Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, and this is an exciting one, folks. By God, it's one for the ages. And of course, these two will be having the first real program together. I mean, they had a match in NXT last year, about a little over a year ago, and yeah, I still haven't watched that match. But I am really looking forward to this match. You know, we got Jericho and Wyatt, and Jericho's back. Y2J is back, baby! And we got, fucking Bray Wyatt. The promos have been great. I'm really liking what we're getting from this feud. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday to see what's going to go down in this match. So first up, Cameron, why don't you talk about what you think is going to happen between this Canadian and wherever Bray Wyatt's from?
Well, after Bo believed himself and won the IC title, he sits backstage polishing the title, and on the television, he sees Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt fighting. Something inside of him wants to show the world why he is the greatest IC champion. So he runs out, hits Jericho and Wyatt with the title, and no one wins this match.
Okay, that's a perfect prediction.
Thank you.
But let's say this doesn't happen. Who do you think wins?
Why can't I just believe in myself?
Just because it's stupid.
Fine. Chris Jericho wins.
I see.
No, Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas wins. I'm sorry, Bo Dallas.
That doesn't make any sense.
Bo Dallas wins. Leave it alone.
He's not in this match.
Bo Dallas wins.
Say people who were in the match. God damn it.
Bray Wyatt.
You just said Chris Jericho. Okay, so you just said Jericho or Wyatt?
Wyatt. Okay, I'm done. Wyatt.
Okay, then, Cameron, why don't you sister Abigail into the next? Kyle, what do you think's going to happen in this match? What do you think's going to go down? Who do you think's going to win?
Well, you see, Bo Dallas is going to win, but Wade Barrett's going to come out.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Jericho wins.
I see. Anyway, James, it is my honor to monkey flip you into this question.
I know exactly where you got that line from.
I do.
I am saying Jericho wins by disqualification. And I know it sucks to have 2 DQ finishes in one night, but yeah, I'm thinking that Jericho wins that way.
I gotcha. Oh, joy, sex toy. I love saying that so much. It's so fun. I love that podcast. That's not the name of the podcast, but the podcast that's advertised all the time. That is fucking hilarious.
We aren't sponsored by Sex Nerd Sandra, but after you listen to this, if you want to hear an amazing podcast, go listen to it. Isn't that right, Caleb?
So you tell us to shut up when we promote our Twitter accounts, but you will promote a sex podcast joyfully.
Okay.
What do you think's more exciting, following you guys on Twitter or listening to a podcast about sex?
Well, following us.
Following us. I occasionally tweet about sex.
No, you don't. I've never seen you tweet about sex.
I might start now.
You tweeted about porn on Tumblr once.
I did.
Tumblr porn. Which is kind of overrated. By certain people on this call.
Suck my
whose names rhyme with bridal.
Okay, here we go to the next match.
I didn't use my predictions.
Well, say it. Come on.
Hey, Cameron. Hey.
Boy
Who's
Wonder.
host here?
Boy Wonder. Calm down.
Okay, fine. Bray Wyatt wins this match by reversing the walls of Jericho and his sister Abigail. So yeah, anyway, I believe me and Karen said Bray Wyatt, and James said Jericho by DQ, and Kyle said Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And then we got, of course, other matches could be added, which they probably won't be because there's nothing else to really be added. But so the main event will be for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Is John Cena taking on Roman Reigns, taking on Kane, taking on Randy Orton. Fatal 4-way, 4 guys. 4 guys having a good old time in the wrestling ring. Wearing spandex. Well, not spandex, but... What? Okay. So anyway, before I get too weird with what I'm saying, for this Fatal 4-way match, going into this match, the build-up hasn't been, the build-up's been decent, it's, so-so, it's been pretty good. My only issue is, lately, is by the time a match involving all of these guys has happened on Raw, in the main event, I haven't been interested because it's like, oh man, I had to wait 2.5 hours for the fucking main event they've been building all night. It's one thing for a pay-per-view, but it's another thing for a Monday Night Raw. It's just very strange. It's supposed to sell me on it, but then I can't be sold in the main event of Raw. So, how can you be sold into the pay-per-view main event? But I'm looking forward to this match. I don't think it'll be match of the night, but I think it's going to be a great match. And there's no scary, I don't see Cena winning. I think Cena's definitely winning. Roman Reigns, absolutely. If anything, and this might sound weird, folks, but if anything, Roman Reigns absolutely cannot win Sunday. Because Roman Reigns' time is not here, but I guarantee you it will be here. Just wait. WrestleMania will be Roman Reigns' time. Just give it time.
31
Don't
is
jump
the
the.
biggest thing.
Don't jump the gun. Don't pre-ejaculate. Don't ejaculate prematurely on Mariah Carey's belly. Just 100%. Just Roman Reigns cannot win this match. Kane shouldn't win this match. Randy Orton shouldn't win this match. Honestly, best choice in this match is for Cena to win, and I think Cena's going to win this match by pinning Kane, and then I think Lesnar's going to come out and beat the shit out of him. So yeah, Cena for me. That's who I'm picking. So then I'm going to attitude adjust Cameron into this question. So Cameron, why don't you tell us who you think's winning this match?
Randy Orton. The Viper.
Explain.
He needs it.
How does he need it?
He is an amazing champion.
No.
He's less boring without it.
Don't talk about boring, James. We don't want to get into this discussion, okay? All right? You calm down. You stop interrupting me, boy. You don't know me like that.
Yeah, because his title reign was so eventful.
At least he has a WWE contract. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Running this channel. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, good for you.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Did you just shit on your own channel, James?
Possibly.
Anyway, Cameron, so you're saying Orton?
Yes.
Alrighty. Then we go on to Kyle, who we're going to brutally ass rape into this next question. So, Kyle, why don't you tell us who you think's going to win this match?
Well, you see, Bo Dallas is going to win this match. Wade Barrett's going to come out.
Okay, first of all,
I'm gonna stop making
Kyle, shut the fuck up and just say it, for Christ's sakes. I don't get. If you're going to make some sort of Russo swerve, at least say something like Kane takes his dick out and hits Cena over the head with his erect penis to get that dirty win. That would make a lot more sense than randomly talking about Bo Dallas and Barrett for the third time in a row.
But after this promo on Monday, on Raw, if you don't think Cena's winning this match, shame on you. When Cena himself is trying to convince you that he could lose, that all but wraps up that he's winning.
Exactly. So Cena for you, Kyle.
Yes, because you can't see me.
Anyway, so then after that, guys, see, I drank some coffee, and, coffee makes you have to go to the bathroom, so I went to the bathroom, I sat down, and I just took a shit. I took a massive shit. And when I looked in the toilet, I saw James. And I asked James, hey, James, before I wipe, why don't you tell me who you think's going to win this Fatal 4-Way match?
That's funny because you're not the only one who's made that joke before. Anyways,
That's disturbing.
I am going to say Cena. But here is my scenario. Cena wins. The Authority comes out saying, oh, there's always a plan B. Rollins tries to cash in. Cena fucks Rollins over. And then all of a sudden you hear, ladies and gentlemen, out comes Heyman. And then he says, oh, but what about plan C? And then out comes Lesnar.
I see.
Because now they don't have to promote the fact that Lesnar's there because the pay-per-views are on the network. So they don't really need to promote it. So.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So I think me, James, and Kyle all said Cena, and Karen said Orton for some reason, which makes no sense. Nonetheless, Battleground. I don't know if we got anything left to say, but it looks like a pretty good pay-per-view. This could be a big improvement from last year's shit show. Honestly, out of all 8 matches announced so far, which is pretty much the 8 matches. I looked at SmackDown, nothing happened, nothing was announced. The only match I'm not excited for is the pre-show, because essentially, even the Divas title match, I'm not excited for that as much as a lot of the other matches, but I'm excited to see what they can do with time. And now a 20-second match. So there's 6 matches I'm looking forward to on Sunday. If a pay-per-view with 8 matches happening can sell me on 7 and make me really excited for 6, then that's a good-looking pay-per-view to me, especially since the one really shitty-looking match is going to be on the pre-show. Cena winning here isn't a bad thing, I suppose. because I don't agree with him winning the title at Money in the Bank and whatnot, but still, nonetheless, it's happened, so we've got to move on to him losing it to Lesnar at SummerSlam. So we've got to move on to all of that. So we're setting up Cena at Lesnar. We don't know when Bryan's going to be back. There's so much going on. Will we see Roman Reigns getting involved in Ambrose and Rollins' rivalry? I don't know why I randomly said that, but I did. Will Batista be back? Will he be green? Will he be wielding knives? Go see
Maybe he'll come
Guardians
back
of the
as
Galaxy
Jack.
in the theaters to find out. Anyway, so Battleground looks pretty fucking good. Does anyone have any final thoughts?
No.
Should be a solid show.
Kyle, make one final statement.
Bo Dallas is going to
Okay,
win
suck
the
my
Battleground,
fucking
and-
dick. So anyway, no, we're all good, and we're all good and leaving on good terms. I was, of course, joined here by Cameron, Jamie, and Kyle. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to hit the like button, favorite, and subscribe. Also, feel free to go and check out our other videos. You can comment, let us know what you think. If you thought this review was great, if you think Battleground's going to look good, if you think it looks shitty, why would you think it looks shitty? If you think we're assholes, please let us know. If you think I'm an asshole, if you want to call me a silly pussy faggot, you can. I suppose it's freedom of speech. See, put whatever the fuck you want in the comment section. I'm not going to delete it unless it's too horrible.
No, you
if
won't,
it
Rob.
somehow
No, you
makes
won't.
it, yes, I
No,
will.
you won't.
I am Dick Grayson, you silly man. And is it, if it's something that somehow I might delete it, but it's most likely I won't delete the fucking comment. So I know that's I was here with James, Kyle, and Cameron, and I of course am Caleb Johnson, your prestigious host. And nonetheless, this is the Battleground prediction video. We're gonna have a review of it and shit. And next week's my birthday. And I said that really terrible voice. And I'm dragging this on, much like I used to drag on the endings of CNC reviews when we didn't have a time limit. And Cameron's probably messaging me. No, he's not actually. There's no flash. I thought Cameron would be messaging me saying, "Oh boy, you need to get off this call."
Oh
You
my
end this
god. Just fucking end it.
Listen, James.
James,
you stay in
how
your
about-
convenient place. Stop it. You don't
God.
ever speak to Robin like that. Robin, wrap the video up.
Anyway, Lagoon Boy. So anyway, that's it. Everybody, you watch Battle.